Greeting, stupids of Tetris. It's your old citizen Van Dweller back with more Stupid Tetris Monthly, no rotation, January 2026. And what we've got for you right now is something. Yes, something indeed. What it is the blue bracket top 8. That's going to be Esther versus Poet. And the winner of that will face an immediate match against the world record holder and the GOAT of no rotation, Zoltan. The result of that will be the first of our finalists in this tournament. So Esther versus Poet, winner versus Zoltan, to see who makes it into the finals. Pretty excited about that. Just to give you a look at the qualifying scores and see where everybody landed. Zoltan had a 35 average. Poet had 29. Esther with a 31. That is where they are at. Zoltan, the world record holder. Poet, the runner-up. I think Poet at one point had the world record when it was in the 20s. And Esther, not on this leaderboard list, but is number 5 with a, 51, 52, somewhere in there. Nyddrerora. I'm not going to say that. I'm going to say Esther, because we're on a first-name basis, right? We are. Okay. Anyway, let's take a look at the rules. The rules say that this is a 16-player single elimination tournament based on the 1989 version of Tetris released by Nintendo for the Nintendo Entertainment System on TSC consoles. Players can play on emulator or console so long as the game mechanics and superior they can use a control as long as no big buttons or turbo functions use electronic or mechanical, biological, turbo only. These are best of 5, so no best of 7. I can't. I screwed up and I lost my breath. These are best of 7, so the first player to 4 wins is the winner of the match. Level 0 starts, no same piece sets. And level 1 might be forced at my discretion. Hasn't been necessary so far. You've all respected the spirit of no row. Now, players, you may not rotate the pieces under any circumstances, even as a meme or as a way to see where is this going to fit in. No, you do not rotate them, okay? And that includes the square. You actually cannot rotate the square. It makes a noise, but you can't rotate it. What I've been told is there's actually no rotation code for the square, but there is code for making a noise when you hit the A and B button. So there you go. Myth busted. You can't even do it, Tetris. Not even possible. Players, this is very important. You should not receive any in-game advice. If you are playing your game, you should not be getting advice from anyone. It is you and your mind alone with your game, okay? Do not pause unless the commentator tells you to. If you do experience tech issues, just keep playing. Don't pause and go, oh, what do we do here? Just keep playing. I will sort it out, okay? And one other thing, remember the tiebreaker. I didn't put it in here, but the tiebreaker for scores, right, is for lines. I'm sorry. This is about lines, right? So it's all about lines. The tiebreaker is whoever tops out first. So that means the chasing down player, the chase downer, has to beat the chase down score, right? So if someone tops out at 22, you have to get 23, okay? You can't just get 22, tie it, and say, oh, well, at least I tied. No, you must beat the score that you are chasing down, okay? Good? Yes? Great. I want to tell you that the winner gets absolutely something. That's a share in a prize pool, which stands at $208.67. We're going to pay our top 4 regardless of where this prize pool gets to, so there's no incentive there. But I am going to put out an incentive that I will ask one of the top players after the finals to play me in a match where we play same piece sets, and we get to look at each other's screens, and I get to look at theirs, and they get to look at mine, and so, you know, that is what the incentive will be. If we get to $500, really want to support, you know, these prize pools for these kind of off-kilter tournaments, especially slow mode tournaments with new players, because this is a way to get these players, you know, kind of a rare payday for their particular rare skills. So please do consider contributing to the prize pool. To do that, You can use the Matcherino command while you're watching live on Twitch or on YouTube. That'll bring up some links. The one that says STM, maybe it says no row on your side, but if it says STM or no row, that is the one. Click on that. It'll take you to the landing page for this tournament with our prize pool partner, Matcherino. Top right-hand corner of that page has a login button. Click on that. You can log into the existing Twitch or YouTube account. Then look on the right side of the screen. There's a mustard-colored button that says contribute, and go from there. You can contribute straight cash, homie, if you want. You can go by PayPal, card, whatever. And yeah, let's get these players paid. You know, they got rare skills. It's been a fun tournament, but we definitely want to support the prize pool. And that's how we know that you want more Stupid Tetris Monthly. The prize pool gets supported. And also, if the channel gets supported, which is something that you can do, over at patreon.com/monthlytetris, you can make an ongoing pledge of support, keep this channel going, just like the people on this slide and some others have done. Scott Gray, Jay in the Window, K9 Tacky, Madelsberger, Mr. Brain, Nate, and Corporal, and Shalby, and Junior, and Troydan, Kim M, Rogue Potato, Kaka, Javati, Jason, and Sunny, and also Esther. We had Esther come in with a $3 community level support, so we appreciate that, Esther, as well. And yeah, so please do consider supporting us on Patreon. And there are other ways to support us. If you don't want to use Patreon, you can use Streamlabs or PayPal to make a recurring contribution. And if you're on YouTube, you have super chats where I'll read your comment, assuming it's appropriate, out loud. I'll read it. I should just not read any comments unless they're accompanied by super chats, but I won't be that cruel. I like to interact with you, but you know, if you want to make it worth my while, and you really want to guarantee it, super chats, stickers on YouTube. You can become a channel member by clicking the join button just below the video player. And yeah, you can gift a channel membership. You can give multiple channel memberships. Over on Twitch, you've got bits. If you accompany a message with that, I'll treat it like a super chat. You can sub to the channel. You can gift a sub. You can give multiple subs. And if you're an Amazon Prime member, you get an Amazon Prime, Twitch Prime gaming subscription to apply to the streamer of your choice on a monthly basis. But it is use it or lose it. You can't save or stack them, so don't lose it. Use it on us. Okay? Good. All right, let's get on over here. We're going to refresh our beautiful players, our wonderful players, seeds 4 and 5. Basically, the top 8 all advanced to the top 8. So there are no seed upsets in round 1. The only upset was Cobra seed 17 taking out Chroma seed 16. So that was it. That was the only upset so far. Okay, there's that refresh. We're going to refresh this. All right. We've got that. Oh, are we on stencil? Wait a minute. Play a test game there, Esther. I need to see that you are on stencil. I want to believe so badly that you are on stencil. I want to believe. I want so desperately to believe that you're on stencil. So yeah, play a test game if you could. And we'll see. Let's see. Well, hold on. This may not be. This might be because I had to adjust your stencil before. So this is not you. Let me reset the stencil to its default state. Ready? We're gonna reset, and we'll see. Ready? Reset. Holy moly, that is perfect. Yo, this is A+. Are you seeing this? Guys, Esther has played 3 total matches in her CTM journey and has perfect stencil. Look at that. Andy, we're calling you out, bro. ID Kirby, we're calling you out, bro. Esther, perfect stencil. 3rd match ever. 2nd match ever. Whatever. 2nd match ever. What is wrong with everybody else who can't do that? Okay, let's get it. Let's get it fixed. Now let's go look at Poets. Ready? Poets is gonna be Poets. Poets is already there, right? Poets is perfect. I'm sure. No, it's not. Let me fix Poets real quick. That's fine. Poet, you do not get the A+, but, you know, it's fine. You play like once every 2 years, so. Oh, wait, maybe you do, though. Hold on, maybe you do. Let me reset the transform on Poets. Reset. All right, this isn't the worst I've ever seen. It's like 2 pixels off in 2 directions. It's totally, you know, it's within the bounds. All right, 7. Yeah, it's like 7 and 8. It's all right. That's basically there. All right. You are not perfect, but to me you are perfect. All right, folks, it is time. Esther versus Poet. Well, let me reset this camera. I forgot to reset Poet's camera. Reset transform. Okay, so there's Poet's camera. There we go. Poet, you don't want us to see your beautiful face? Oh my God, face is kind of required on main channel, but if you're feeling shy, we'll allow it today. We'll allow it today, Poet. Just for today. All right. But if you get in the finals, it's face, okay? Face is in the rules. Just saying. All right. Oh, all right. All right. We prefer to see who we're dealing with. You know, that's for sure. So, all right, there you go. Yep. All right, good. So players, please go ahead and go to the level select screen if you're ready to play. And just let me know you're ready. All right. Esther says ready. Just need it ready from Poet. And ready from Poet. So let's go. This is a best of 7 game number 1. Esther versus Poet. And the pieces are not going. All right. Ready? There you go. There's the countdown. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. The game is NES Tetris. The style and mode is no rotation. Why no pick for Poet? Because I don't have one. I don't have one. But that's all right. I mean, I guess I could use AI to make one for Poet, but I like to keep it normal and regular. But anyway, yes, Esther on the left side, Poet on the right. Esther is part of the Hungarian no-row dojo, I guess is what they're calling it now. This is basically everybody that Zoltan knows is like a no-rotation god or goddess. And so that is Esther, which is Zoltan's better half. I don't know if they're engaged, married, or what they are, but that's none of my business. But I know that they are 2 people who care deeply for one another. That's what I know. Isn't that sweet? So anyway, it's no rotate. Oh, wait, there's the ring, guys. There's the ring. Wife. So yeah, the game is no rotation. Players cannot rotate the pieces. They are playing for lines, not for score. Whoever clears the most lines in a game is the winner of that game. The tiebreaker, if they tie on lines, is who tops out first. So that means if you're trying to chase someone down, you have to beat their lines total by 1 in order to win the game. And this is kind of incentivizes them to push down a little bit. Jade says they care deeply about each other and they care deeply about no rotation. That's right. 6 lines for Esther, 8 lines for Poet. Esther's first ever competitive Tetris match was in this tournament. It was against Zach, Australian Zach, who she defeated in a decider, 4-3. Her qualifier was 31 lines. It was an average of 2 games played in an hour, 37 and 25. So yeah, this is just her second ever competitive Tetris match. On the right side, it is Poet. $15 for Poet, 14 for Esther. And Poet is a long-time classic Tetris player. Been around for a long time, but does not have a ton of matches. Poet did play in Classic Tetris Monthly Masters event back in 2020. Esther now at 17, Poet at 16. This is going to be a top out for Esther at 17. So Poet needs one more line. Should not be difficult to come by, and he's going to get that long bar down, and he already doesn't need to, and he's already good. So Poet is good. This is actually a really good setup. So Poet with 20 lines on a very good board. But you are a good Poet. You have taken game number 1. So you can mullen or stop or whatever you want. But we do have another match that has to happen after this. So, maybe not too many mullins, like 1 or 2. But if you got a really good board, go for it. Why not? But anyway, Poet was the winner of CTWC's 2023 DAS Championship in Germany. Oh, isn't that sweet? Look at that. A dog and a man. My word. All right, so Poet going to top out at 21. Got plenty. What match is happening next? The winner of this versus Zoltan. All right. Poet is ready. And Esther is ready. Game number 2. In 3, 2, 1, Tetris. So players do not get the same pieces, because otherwise it would be very easy to copy the other player. And if you're the underdog, you can nullify a lot of the advantage just by copying the moves of your opponent. P-Check in the chat is another player who's in the semifinals. P-Check will be taking on Ryan Hamburger. That has not been scheduled yet, but that match will determine a finalist, and maybe we can do that match plus the finals on the same day. That would be like perfect if we could do that, but I know it may not be possible. Poet with 2. Esther with 2. So what players are kind of ideally wanting to do is, make some sort of 7-wide pile on one side or the other, if possible. And then just kind of cascade those 3-wide pieces down the right side, burning lines as we go. It's a very simple way of putting it, but there are complexities here. And of course, sometimes you get forced into not being able to do that. All right, Poet gonna set up a tuck here with the flat long bar. And yeah, two L's in a row, not perfect for that setup, but might be able to muster a line here on that 4-wide with this little combo. So there you go. Poet has got a great place to stack long bars over on that right side. But board a little bit flat. What you want is a deep kind of canyon on one side of the board like Esther has right now. 14 for Esther, 7 for Poet. Poet could love an L piece right now. $15 for Esther, 8 for Poet. All right, let's see what Esther can do here, because she is piled about as high as she wants to get over on that right side, and you just got to not get in a position where you have to think too much and hang something. 17, 18 for Esther. Poet's still on 9, and this is a kind of a tough board because you cannot get a bar down that left side anymore. I mean, it would block the whole the canyon that he's got. Esther's board starting to flatten out a little bit and get near the top. So she's got 21 lines, 22, 23. And she can only clear them really at the very top of the board. And she's going to top out at 23. So Poet needs to get to 24. That is going to be, I think, a tall order here. And especially since pieces are teleporting through that long bar that's up at the very top. Not sure what, yeah, Poet's not going to be, Poet's going to top out game number 2. So we are tied at a game apiece. 208.67 is where the prize pool is at. What's the highest that anyone's gotten in this tournament so far? Didn't P-Check get to level 4? Yeah, 43. All right, we got it ready from Poet and from Esther. Tied at a game apiece. Let's go. 3-2-1 Tetris. Yeah, P-Check got to level 4. 43 is a lot. These two very close in qualifying, seed 4 and seed 5. Esther with 31, Poet with 29, and he had two 29s. Mr. Brain says that teleporting doesn't happen on Nyddrerora, it just instantly tops out. See that behavior. Vendi, how is the name of the Hungarian player pronounced? Nyddrerora? I don't know, but I just say Esther because that's her actual name. So I just say Esther because that's easier. But it's very hard, I think, for an American to, or at least someone from where I'm from, say Nyddrerora. It's not easy. They probably say like Nyddrerora. You know, it's probably beautiful when it's said in Hungarian. 5 for Poet, 3 for Esther. She's going to get 1 and 2. So there we go, 5. You have to stop practicing on Nyddrerora. Yeah, you got to get the emulator. Esther at 8, Poet at 6. This nickname is not a Hungarian word. Well, true, all right. But I'm sure Esther probably speaks Hungarian. I don't know, so maybe in that accent. It sounds good. I don't know. I don't know what it means. Is it a reference to some fandom? P-Check doesn't even know where it comes from. And, you know, P-Check is a family friend. Zelazawi sub on Twitch. Thank you, Zelazawi. I'm going to look it up. I'm going to look this up, finally. And it doesn't come up under anything. So this is I don't know. The top Google result is her CTM user page on the website. 15 for Esther, 10 for Poet. And Esther near the top of the board. Poet has a very flexible board right now. Esther maybe gets one more. And yeah, that's going to be a top out at 17. Target for Poet is 18. Oh, I am watching. I went on YouTube and there was like, as I clicked on that, the Hungarian no-row showdown, the second one, P-Check versus Zoltan. So Zoltan is just like, you know, doing his thing. Here's going to be 2 more for Poet, I think. Yeah, 2 more for Poet. 14, needs to get 18. But yeah, he's just doing his thing and hosting no rotation battles between various Hungarian players. It's P-Check, Zoltan, Esther. Just keeping the whole thing alive. So Poet here, 14, needs 4 more, and this is getting very interesting because what happens to a long bar here? Here's a double. That's 16, so he needs 2 more. Yeah, Zoltan said this is not a gimme with bad RNG. That was my thought as well. And remember, he's got to get to 18. Now it's a gimme. All right. He says now it's a gimme. Well, gimme. There's 17 and there's 18. So there you go. Poet going to complete the chase down with not much room to spare. Now he's got room at the top where he could probably muster a few more, but there you go. Poet, 2 games to 1. All right, both players ready. Game number 4. Remember, this is a best of 7. Game number 4, 3, 2, 1 Tetris. If Esther can take this down, it'll be a husband and wife battle in the semis. Poet looking to add another prestigious title on top of his CTWC DAS Championship from 2023. By the way, he also played in CTEC Classic Tetris European Championship in 21 and 22, top 8 in 22, top 4 in 21, and he was also a runner-up. Did you know this? He was a runner-up in a CTM Masters event. That was in March of 2020. Ella, E-flat, ended up taking that one down. So the finals was Ella versus Poet in that one. All right, so Esther got a solidly packed kind of right side there with kind of some room to do some stuff on the left. Or maybe Esther getting a little RNG'd here. Should be able to place that T for a single, though. 5 for Poet. 3 for Esther. And a couple of bars here for Esther. Now getting bar bursted. Piling those on the right. Cat Vinity says, wasn't March 2020 the month where COVID came? Yes. That's right. 7 for Esther, 9 for Poet. Oh, these bars for Esther are kind of, oh, that's kind of lucky she got the square after that bar. And this is kind of tough here for Esther. 11. And Poet, you know, pretty low still on the board. Esther, 12. 13. Poet at 15. There's another one for Esther. And that's going to be a top out at 14. Poet is already good and goes up 3 games to 1. The SC spam at the start was rough, says Lex Diskia. All right, Zoltan cheering on Esther. All right, Poet gonna do a little mullen here. Poet is not following the script. Oh my God, Poet, you're ruined. We were supposed to have, you know, all the Hungarians advancing, right? This was supposed to, this is what they were planning on. They have a whole battle plan, the Hungarian takeover of no rotation. All right, it's Poet at 29. How many games is a win? 4 games is a win. So Poet's already got this one. He's just mulling it out. Oh, do the line spin? No, no line spin. All right, he's got to level 3. So far in this tournament, it's 43 is the highest, and Poet's going to fall 10 short of that, but a good game. Level 3 is excellent. Okay, looks like both players are ready. Both players have a little angly bracket in their seed checker, so perfect. Let's go. Game number 5. Esther needs to win out. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Poet on match point. 7 does not seem like enough games, but You know, what can we do? We can't go forever. Basically, if something goes to a decider in this format, then it's essentially the same length as a Masters decider, and that's how we determined it. It's, you know, obviously RNG is a factor in this, but can't go forever. Jade says, I thought this was supposed to be the Hungarian tournament. What's this German doing? Oh my goodness. Why are the games not seeded? The games are not seeded because the piece drop rate is so slow that players could very easily look at each other's boards and copy each other's moves and even maybe get a few moves behind and see like what is upcoming, like, you know, multiple pieces in advance, and it just is not something we want them to do. For example, if I would play Zoltan, then I could just copy Zoltan's board and play essentially as well as Zoltan does. All right, Marktris, why don't we? I'm not interested in comments like that, Marktris. So cool it with that stuff. Six for Esther, 5 for Poet. Esther, 7 Poet. This is tight. Poet's board pretty tight here. Oh my goodness, Poet's board. We'll see what he can get down there. He's got, you know, solidly packed. Is this a new Flex Style album? I don't recognize any of the songs. I randomized the playlist. Usually you don't get this deep in the playlist, so I randomized it. All right, Esther kind of blocks off that left side. So now she is just fighting at the top of the board to get whatever she can. That's going to be a top out for Esther at 15. The target for Poet is 16. Mark, just seriously. Why don't you knock that stuff off? Like, I'm telling you. Okay. We are good. Esther takes game number 5. So as soon as both players are ready, we can go ahead. BG for me, but GG. Okay, looks like both players are ready. Game number 6. Esther can tie it up with a win. Poet can lock it up. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. But yeah, I've been shuffling the playlist a bit, so some of these songs you don't normally hear are surfacing. Jade says, I like these songs. Well, if you like these songs, you can have them. You can own them by supporting the artist over at flexstyle.bandcamp.com. And you can purchase a big bundle of downloaded albums. Like, you can actually literally own them and support the artist. Flexstyle, good guy. All right, Esther here, lots of gaps in this stack, and she really would just love, like, I don't know, a square would get a line at the bottom and just bring some of this down. But yeah, this is pretty tough. She's gonna have to start just chucking stuff down there. Esther so far with 0, Poet with 6. And maybe Esther getting a little RNG'd. All right, there's one on the board there for Esther finally. And yeah, just getting a bit RNG'd. And she is up near the top of the board, and she's gonna top out with 1. Oh my word. So not a great game for Esther. Kind of got RNG'd, was sort of all in on, you know, just a handful of pieces on that left side. It just never came. 10 Z's, no square. Yeah, the RNG part is very tough. That's why we have to go to best of 7. But Poet is good. Poet has like almost a perfect board. I mean, look at this board. So anyway, GG's Esther. We'll let Poet mullen it out here. But it was a real pleasure, Esther. I mean, we gotta get you into another tournament. You gotta learn secret grade, right? Learn secret grade. We're gonna do it in June. Maybe you already know secret grade. I don't know. It's a similar kind of. Zoltan says, "I'm going to avenge you, baby." All right. You're not good at anything else. I mean, this is, you know, now you have to become, after this tournament, you guys have to become the secret grade family. Okay, all secret grade. That's it. B type would be very difficult using no rotation. That's an interesting. That is very interesting. Yeah, Jade is going to learn secret grade. You're all going to come back. You know how there's like a slow food movement in like Italy? Well, it can be a slow Tetris movement in Hungary. Secret grade is a kind of a slow mode there where you try to make a certain pattern of gaps in the board. So you'd like to have a solidly packed board except for one gap on each row, and those gaps form the pattern of like a greater than sign. All right, we'll go ahead and give Poet the number 4. Let me report this. Yeah, I want all these people back, but we need more slow modes for like all the chess, you know, kind of chessy kind of playing people. Zoltan is proud. You regret teaching? Oh, you taught Poet? What are you doing? Oh, look at the double. Look at Poet. 27. Here, we'll let Esther, you don't have to like awkwardly stare at someone who lost the game, a match, right? So there you go. We'll let we'll finish out Poet on here. Vice Bro says Zoltan's going to get like 50 every time, isn't he? I don't know. We'll see. The Poet at 33. That's what he had before. Not sure he's going to get it. Yeah, so he's going to get 33 again. So GG's Poet. Congrats on getting into the semifinals. And now it's a semifinal battle between Zoltan and Poet. I am going to go ahead and run an ad real quick, and then we'll be back with the semifinal. What would the tiebreaker be for secret grade comp? That's a tough one. I'm sure, ask Kirby 703 what it would be. Some people say score or fewest lines. So like if you tie at how high you make the pattern, I guess it would be fewest lines. But if it's like the same height of the pattern and the same lines, I don't know. I guess whoever topped out first. So you'd have to chase down. You'd have to beat one of those. So you'd either have to get if you had to chase down, you'd have to get the same height of the pattern in fewer lines or a higher height of the pattern. Check your stencil. Zoltan very proud of his stencil. All right, let's see. Zoltan, let's grade the stencil. Yeah, A plus stencil. So look at that. The stencil family, they're great at no row. They're great at stencil. Yeah. Guys, these people play, the Tetris matches like once a year, okay? Stencil's perfect. I guess they have all year to perfect the stencil. Like just constantly. And you guys are too busy playing Tetris to like fix your stencil one time. I get it. All right, I don't know what this means, but I guess I'm running some sort of discount on gift subs right now. So if you want to gift a sub, we're running a discount. All right, just going to wait on Poet. I'm going to take some coffee. They spend the whole year fixing stencil. They do have competitions where like people try to draw a perfect circle. So maybe we need like a stencil off. Like you have 30 seconds to get stencil ready. Whoever is the fewest pixels off is the winner. Okay. Well, it is the semi-finals, and it looks like Poet and Zoltan are ready. The winner is going to go to the finals. STM no stencil. That's every month, Badelsberger. All right, let's go ahead and get them started. This is a best of 7. Zoltan and Poet, a former world record holder and the current world record holder. Let's get them started in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. On the left side, Zoltan, the current world record holder in no rotation. That is 72. So level 7. He qualified in with 35. That was his average of his best 2 no rotation games played in 1 hour. And he got 2 35s. He's from Hungary. He's I guess he's the sensei of a no-ro dojo in Hungary. I'm just imagining, some sort of camp or some rented office in a bad part of town with cubicles, people packed in there, playing no rotation and profiting. I don't know how you profit off it, but I just feel like that is something that is happening. Now, the no rotation scene is fairly small, but is, maybe, who knows? Maybe we'll stimulate some interest in this mode, hopefully. Top 10 on the leaderboard include players Zoltan, Poet, Tris Guy. Now we know Pichek, Esther, Ryan Ambergy, Heist, Zeno. We've also got some other players lower on the board like Rorschach and Doc Pie, Mark Migas, Meme, Alex T, Hana, Tetris. People are playing it. 4 for Zoltan, 5 for Poet. On the right side, it's Poet, CTWC's 2023 DAS champion and a former Masters event runner-up in March of 2020. Also played in Classic Tetris European Championship in 21 and 22. Was top 4 in 21. Poet was also the runner-up in the 5th ever Challengers Circuit, which was in January of 2020. Six for Zoltan, 8 for Poet. And that's a top out for Poet at 8. And Zoltan is good in game number 1. So kind of a shocking top out for Poet. We had a shocking top out for Esther at like 1 in the last game of the previous match. And then Poet here, kind of a shocker at 8. So Zoltan is good in game number 1. All right, looks like both players are ready. Let's go ahead. Game number 2. Zoltan and Poet, 3, 2, 1, Tetris. All right, I've already got in my mind how I could do a stencil tournament. I've got it in there. I'm gonna do it. Don't think I won't. All right, Zoltan with the tuck of the bar. Zoltan very, very animated, excited. All right, Poet, let's see. Yeah, he's gonna see what he can do here. And yeah, there's no flat bottom 3 wide piece here, so you're gonna have to build on top of that or turn that into something. Yeah, I'm gonna do Classic Stencil monthly. And there's gonna be a prize pool, y'all. We're gonna do it. I've figured out how we're gonna do it. Poet also won the 2020 Classic Tetris Germany Championship, right? It's apparently missing on Liquipedia. Oh, okay. So if any Liquipedia editors out there want to do their due diligence and find the references to put that in there, well, there you go. I think the 2019 Matt Martin qualifier is also missing. CTWC, I think they called it the Southern qualifier. The one that I hosted, which was the first time Matt Martin played in something, and you know, won his way into CTWC. That is missing. That's not in there. So not everything's in there, but you know, someone's got to put it there. There's no one's getting paid to do it, right? So, you know, anybody here could do it. Ah, interesting. Poet not using that L. I thought Poet was going to use the L there, but must have. Yeah, I guess he prefers to use the J piece to do it. Nine for Zoltan, 8 for Poet. Yeah, there's definitely stuff that's not on Liquipedia, but again, you can go in and anybody can edit it. So. Yeah, I've got the format for Stupid Tetris Monthly. I know exactly how it'll work. All right, Poet. Yeah, is that channel down there accessible only by 3 wide pieces? So, but he's got a place to burn off these bars, and he's doing it. He can burn off one more. 14 for Poet, 13 for Zoltan. All right, Zoltan, a couple here. 17 now. All right, Zoltan up to 17, Poet at 18. All right, Poet with that long bar, and then, yeah, I gotta use that square. Another bar. $19 for Zoltan, 20 for Poet. This is a nail biter. Double level 2s. Yeah, Poet, his board, you know, you'd have to guess put a long bar, maybe some delayed burn, or just kind of put it on top of that kind of ledge with the 5 in the middle. Zoltan burns off another long bar for a line. 22 for him. Oh, look at that. Poet gonna be able to burn away that long bar and make a line. Now, I don't know how good that leaves his board, but he's up to 25. Zoltan at 24. Zoltan with a lot more possibilities here. What can Poet do? And then just try to muster, like, yeah, no, that's going to be it. So Zoltan needs to get to 26. He needs 2 more. You can't just tie to clinch a tie. You must get 1 more when you chase down. It looks like Zoltan is going to do that. Well, no, he's going to tie. And now he needs to find a square or an S would clinch it. You can also clinch it right here with the log bar and the J piece for the combo. 26 Zoltan. Zoltan goes up 2 games to none. So there you go. Thrilling. You know, you got to get those in before that level 3 transition, guys. Whew, level 3? It's like 13% faster or something. Holy moly. Yeah, it's a 2 to 3 is a 15% increase in speed, guys. That's like if once you were going 6 miles oh no, I actually have it. You guys all know this. All right, looks like both players, or what? Yeah, both players ready. Let's go. Game number 3, Zoltan and Poet, 3-2-1 Tetris. I do have a list, like a chart for each level, like how many miles per hour it is. So you guys all know, like 18 speed is 60 miles per hour. I guess I should do kilometers per hour for all you know, European people, but so 60 miles an hour is level 18. That means level 0 is 3.75 miles per hour. It's 48 frames per row. You know, we're 30 frames a second. Well, no, not 30. I'm sorry, 60 frames per second. I mean, yeah. Well, wait, what? Yeah, 60 frames per second. Right. Miles per hour depends on the screen size. Yeah, it's an analogy. It's an analogy. We're just saying 18. If you do level 18 as 60 miles an hour, the math works out very well, because then 19 is 90 miles an hour. And 29 is 180 miles an hour, and 39 is 360 miles an hour, like undrivable. But 180 is kind of drivable for like the best drivers in the world. And then that also means like 15 is 45, level 12 is 36. Like it's all, you know, nice round numbers. That's right. 60 has many factors. Means level 6 is 10 miles an hour. You want a no rotation level 5? Yeah, I don't know. To me, no rotation is about being able to plan ahead and set up, like, you know, like nested series of tucks and things like that, and planning ahead. And I guess there's speed chess, so I guess it would be the equivalent of that, but we're not there yet. No, you know, there's like 6 good no-row players. So, you know, we're not there yet. We'll just do basic no-row until there's variance. It's like, that would be like a niche within a niche. Oh, look at the combo there for the double Zoltan. He's got 12. Poet's got 7. So yeah, Zoltan transition into level 1. And, you know, if level 1 is 3.75 miles an hour, now he's going 4.18 miles an hour. Oh my God. Wow. $15 for Zoltan, 13 for Poet. Poet does not want to go down 3 games to none against the current world record holder. Now, when Poet held the world record, my understanding it was 27. (17-16), Zoltan in the lead. It is best of 7, but you do not want to go down. That's why I'm saying you do not want to go down 3 games to none. Oh, you mean... Oh, no. Poet with that double. Finds a double in the middle of the board with that T. So that is going to open up a big void in the stack for Poet. Maybe he can exploit for some more lines. Very clutch. Yeah, Zoltan right now cannot get 3 wides. Yeah, this is tough. Oh, and Poet with the tuck of the long bar kind of snaking it around. And he's going to be able to down stack a little bit here while Zoltan's board is climbing. Zoltan really could use a T like any moment now. He's kind of building out that right. He needs the T. Oh, and the T is going to hang. So Poet just needs to get 1 more, and there it is. Poet will take game number 3. Yeah, that T came 1 too late. The Poet here going to mullen out another level 3, which is 5.45 miles per hour. All right, that's a top out for Poet. But he is good in this one. And now Zoltan's up 2 games to 1. These games are really edging your seat stuff. They are, Chris. They are. All right, both players ready. Game number 4, 3-1, Tetris. Next month, it's going to be Crunch mode. That is a fast mode. It's a 29 start, 4 wide board. Zook says, Vandy, on my screen, level 18 is 0.5 miles per hour. That's right. Well, I understand what you're doing there, Zook, but I understand. I'm glad you have figured this out. Okay, game number 4 underway. Poet looking to tie this up. Is Crunch playable on DAS? It is playable by excellent DAS players, yes. I think the 3rd highest score on the leaderboard is a DAS score. So it should be accessible for excellent DAS players. It's fun to even play on 19. Like if you're like a DAS player like I am. But I can last a bit on 29. Yeah, Poet very clean. 4 for Poet. Zoltan still building, waiting for his first opportunity. Now, interesting stack there for Poet. Because that first 3 wide is 3 high. So, curious what he does to reach that. Six for Poet. Zoltan could really use a square. That would be a great piece for Zoltan. The Crunch World Record is not rolling. True. Yeah, that is true too. So it should be, even if you're like a hyper tapper, it should be accessible. And, if you just want to try it out, it is playable on DAS, and you can go slower if you want to. All right, so Zoltan is just getting drafted for square. Finally gets the square. Zoltan approves and nods. And Zoltan going to use that S down the right side. Now we would really love that piece, the L piece. Look at this. Zoltan. Good board here, low. He can burn 3 wides, 4 wides. He's got tuck set up. This is a good board, I think, for Zoltan. According to me, I don't really know anything. So don't listen to me. A square here, if he tucks, he would have a very good 3 wide well. And he can burn away that long bar for red. 10 for Zoltan, 7 for Poet. And Zoltan has just got a real clockwork stack here. But yeah, he's getting droughted again for the square. I think he wants that square. Yeah, he's going to have to block that. Oh, well. That's a top out for Poet at 8. Zoltan, if you want to mullen it out, you got a good stack. Everybody gets a mullen, right? So Zoltan is good. He's going to go up 3 games to 1, but you can mullen out. Maitre Huitien, hello. Being clean in this mode is having no open blocks in your high side. Right. That's right. Oh, so this is going to cut. Look at this. This gives Zoltan like a square hole. It says, now I risk it for 50. He wants to go for the 50. So that burn gives him a perfect hole for a square to clear a double. If he can get it. But let's see. No, he's going to have to block it off, but I'm sure he's got some kind of plan. The husbandly vengeance is real. Yeah, you took out my wife, and now I'm going to take you out. But yeah, he's got 20 lines right now, and this is very often like what someone's starting stack looks like, you know? Okay, that L piece. All right, little combo here. Zoltan is okay with it. Oh, look at that. Another combo for a double. What the heck? My word. And Gabe now force feeding him squares. He couldn't buy one for either love or money before, but now. All right, so now he's got a nice 3 wide here if he can get some 3 wide pieces and combo them out. Okay, he can burn a long bar. 27. Ooh. Oh my goodness gracious. Look at that. 31, 32. Oh no, ghost burn. I think he thought that was gonna burn away, but it didn't. Yikes. That's a Zoltan bar right there. And no, that is gonna, but 32 is very good. 32. Ghost burn, right, Zoltan? You thought, is this Poet's face revealed? No, he's been on before. Because he's been at CTWC DAS. So no. Well, Zoltan is up 3 games to 1. See, Zoltan, you were rushing. You're rushing there, man. You're rushing. All right, Zoltan is ready. I'm assuming Poet, are you ready? All right. Both players ready. Zoltan and Poet. Poet needs to win to stay in. Otherwise, Zoltan will be going to the finals. In 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Yeah, best of 7 in this Zook. You thought Zoltan was Hungarian. Oh, so I said he was rushing. Yeah, all right. Got it. Pretty good. Pretty good, Invictus Rage. All right, Zoltan can get line number 1. Go Zoli. Oh, that's cute. By the way, later today, so it's 3:19 right now here in Texas in the afternoon. And at 6, so in 2 hours, 40 minutes, we will have some DAS matches. It looks like one of our brackets got canceled at the last moment. We were going to have Doodle, Scotto, and then the green bracket in DAS Masters, but it looks like that might have gotten canceled. It's not on the thing. Okay, yeah, so we ended up having to cancel, but we'll figure it out. So it's only going to be one more match. It's going to be at 6 p.m. Is no row for Elo? I don't know. There should be no row Elo. 5 for Zoltan. 8 for Poet. Yeah, it seems like Poet gets into the weeds kind of more down near the bottom a bit. Zoltan very consistently able to kind of pile up on one side of the board. All right, Zoltan can use that L for a single. Another single. 7 for Zoltan, 8 for Poet. Oh, no T-spins allowed. So, you know, for as much as people are you know, you'll say, well, all this is so much RNG, need same piece sets. Like, there were no bracket upsets in round 1. All the top 8 players in qualifying made it to the top 8. Now, there was a little bit of a bracket upset here in the top 8. You know, 5 beat 4, but that's close anyway. But yeah, I mean, so there's definitely RNG is a factor, of course. Nice combo here, Zoltan double. 15 for Zoltan, 15 for Poet. And we'll see what Zoltan can muster. He topped out with 17, so Poet has got to get to 18. How is Poet going to get 3 lines out of this? He's got to do it, and he's not going to be able to do it, and Poet is going to top out at 15, and Zoltan is headed to the finals. So, Poet, you did great. Great matches. It was good to have you back. You are into the prize pool, so that's good. Cashing in a no-road tournament. Take it. But yeah, good to have you back, Poet. Hope to see you again in future events. Yeah, Zoltan, you are good. And moving on to the finals. I hope you see you again, Poet. Maybe secret grade. Do secret grade. It's like you're like 2 peas in a pod. Okay, learn it. Do it. You probably already know it. 2 peas in a pod. Congratulations, Zoltan. Yay, Zoltan. And yay, Poet. 4-1. All right, if you have any big message you want to get out to the world, now's the time to do it. Or if you want to get my channel banned by doing something horrible on stream, now's the time to do it. All right. Zoltan is still on original ROM. This is why we don't have SPS. That's right. That's right. All right, a Poet trying to run it back. He's like, I know I can do better. Game for place 3 is not right. Yeah, I don't think we're going to do a 3rd place match unless you want to show up for it, but it wouldn't be right now. If you want to show up and they want to play it, we could. But that's up to you. And I guess you're the other semi-finalist. Hey, it's a dog. Oh, dog. Dog just wants treats, all right? But yeah, there's not a planned 3rd place match. Oh, it's a dog. I love that background. That background is very cool. Did you guys paint that? She gets treats, all right. If No Road didn't have Zoltan, there'd be no point. That's not true. I mean, Zoltan is definitely the reason we're doing it, but you could still play this. I mean, Poet, right? I mean, the other 2 Hungarian players wouldn't be here either, but whatever. It's fine. All right, thanks, Zoltan. Well, that's going to do it for me right now. We do have one more match coming up in 2.5 hours. We had another match that was planned, another set of matches after that, but unfortunately I had to get canceled due to a non-urgent, totally fine quasi-medical issue. So, nothing to worry about, but not going to be able to do that. So, okay, so I will see you guys in 2.5 hours. I want to thank those of you who supported the stream. Zelazawi resubbed tier 1, 30 months. Thank you. And also gifted a sub to Zoltan. So thank you, Zelazawi, for that. New follower, MTKADZZ, whatever that means. Thanks for the follow. Prize pool still at 208.67. We would love to get to $500. If we do it, then I will try to have some, a match afterward, like an exhibition match afterward. But we have to get to 500 to get there. Hopefully we do. We've only got 2 matches left in this tournament, so that's going to be hard to do. So, but yeah, please do consider contributing to the prize pool. The links are in the description of the YouTube VOD, and I'll put it one time more in the chat, and you can find it in the Discord. There's a lot of places you can find it, so it's not like not being able to find it is the reason, right? So, okay. And thanks to our patrons, Scott Gray, Genuino, K9 Tacky, Madelsberger, Mr. Brain, Nate, Corporal Shelby, Junior, Troy, and Kim, M, Rogue Potato, Cat Kid, Javanti, Jason, Sunny, and everybody else on the slide, plus Esther. Thank you so much. Use the support command. We do need 500. I know. We need it. And that'll bring up some ways to support us as well. So thanks, everybody, for hanging out. Appreciate y'all. We'll see you guys in 2.5 hours for DAS. Hooray. All right, YouTube. See y'all. Bye-bye. Go Twitch. Twitchity ditch. Raid. No, I gotta look. All right. Who is streaming Tetris? A lot of people. Coverdale's is streaming, and it's the only person with a cam because it's well, Martz is there, so we'll go ahead and raid Coverdale's. Also, Coverdale's a patron, so that's good too. You know, be a patron, get a raid. How about that? Pay to win.